beloved Ascension pioneers. This is a beautiful day, and I just climbed this kind of like a bit dangerous route to take a look at the waterfall that is behind me. I'm not sure you can see it on the view, but it's pretty loud, and I've never seen it from this perspective because you got to play a bit of a mountain goat and climb some of the things that are not for everybody. So I'm a bit, how I'll get down here, trapped in the middle of the rocks. Did you know that the name Aurea in ancient Greek actually means the mountains? And the Aurea were thought to be the first, like mineral kingdom, the elemental gods of Mother Earth. And somebody sent me this once, and I was like laughing because no wonder my spirit name that came, for my life purpose in the new is Aurea. So it's the same sound. And I really laugh because I know that I am the goddess of the mountains, and I like to climb these spots that are very, they're a bit dangerous too sometimes, and they're not for everybody. I always go with my heart. If it's a bit too off, then I just don't go. So this will be an Ascension update about what's happening in the energy fields of what we are currently embracing on this path. As you know, there's no set out path for, everybody that needs to be the same. Sometimes people say, why am I not feeling this? Or how are you feeling this? Or how do you channel this guidance? How are you attuning to source? It's something that nobody can tell you. It's something that nobody can, in a way, share with you, that you can benefit from it in your own way, because your own experience will actually bring that forth for you. We can share in this path, we can guide, we can, give our best, but we can't give each other the truth. We can, share with somebody how we feel. The feeling is always the experimental. Yeah, it is a bit experimental, but it's about experience, part of life, living in the world. So this will always be different for everybody, and as you know, sometimes people are a bit anxious because they think they're supposed to be feeling something when somebody says, the certain group of people now are conducting or embracing this energy, and it doesn't mean that it's not available for everybody. It means that you consciously need to be on a level of initiation to open up to that. But the energy, it's always there. It's always there. When it seeds onto the planet, the potential is infinite. It is there. It is there for everybody. And as you know, sometimes people complain, I don't yet feel abundance. I don't yet feel this, great surge of all. I don't yet feel always connected with spirit. And it doesn't mean that it's not there. It just probably means that they are not yet really living that from within to without. So as you know, abundance is infinite. It is all around us. And when we start to embody divine love more and more, everything around our reality will always reflect that perfectly back to us. Everything will become that perfect mirror, and you will feel perfectly balanced and complete and whole and harmonious. So when I'm going to be talking about this Ascension update and with the recent energies, if you're not yet feeling a certain aspect of that, that doesn't mean, it's not there. It's there. It's seated. It came. But in you, in your own way, you will open and activate that in your own natural timeline, which, because there's no time, really. That's what it means, that there's no pressure, there's no date, there's no, special energy date that you need to feel a certain way. It's just that the group of people now that are going through this, as I call Ascension pioneers, as the first wave, forerunners of these energies, when we're activating them and integrating in our bodies and, our conscious awareness, we're feeling that. And there's a certain group of people that are always, kind of linked to the same aspect of feeling. Well, it's unique, but it's, it's similar. And that's the only way that I can share about this. So let me take a bit of recap of what was really happening. So in the month of May, what was happening for a lot of us, we were embracing the dragon energy. This was that pure, raw potential of alchemy, soul alchemy, magic, your self-empowerment, divine will, that focus, the fire energy, and it has a lot to do with the element of ether. So that pure etheric potential that you bring forth down into the physical plane. The energy that we're embracing now, this is what Spirit showed me today. There was a lot of these white puffy things, from different trees in the air, and I was chasing them. I was playing like a child, trying to photograph them. It was pretty challenging. And the energy now, what Spirit shows me, is the unicorn energy. A while ago, I had these unicorn cards, and I actually gave them away to one of my friends because she's like a unicorn soul, and I was just guided. And I said, I don't need those cards. I never really worked with them. You know, there's a lot of us who are always connected with this energy, but now, you know, when the energy comes in, it comes in a new way. It comes in like through real embodiment. And for example, that friend of mine, she's like naturally really attuned to that energy. And a lot of us are really naturally attuned to the dragon energy, which is more about self-empowerment. The unicorn energy is more about the pure childlike innocence and play and laughter, and just being the magical divine child. That's the unicorn energy. And just today, as I went on my hike, I already had my backpack, and all of a sudden I see the mailman, and he hands me out the package. He says, this is for you. And I remember, oh yeah, that's right, I ordered the cards again. Somehow I felt maybe I'm going to need them in the future. I don't know, but just I really love the paintings on these cards. And today, just before I headed on my trip, it was a whole day hike, I got these again. I was like, why these wanted to come with me on my trip? It's just like I already have heavy enough backpack with all my stuff and goodies. And Spirit was showing me that everything, as you know, happens for a reason. So today, all this unicorn energy was in the air, and I did a unicorn reading and attunement, and was really feeling this. Because I wrote about this when the month of June began, we started activating this pure energy of childlike innocence, of childlike wonder, magic. When you really are in the state that, you know, you live in that kind of like these memories when you were a child or childhood, something that's really so magical, so uplifting, so beautiful, so innocent and pure. You know, like when you discover new trails. I like this sensation when I discover new hiking trails or new spots, you know, nature. Sometimes the energy is done on one level, and then I discover a new place. I'm like, can this be? You know, so much potential. It is so infinite. So this energy is that divine magical child energy. And after this dragon activation and merge, which we were going through now, there's this unicorn activation. And I'm sure a lot of you will feel that in your own way, because already the month of June, when it shifted in vibration, as you know, when the month shifts, the vibration shifts. It's a physical thing in this reality, you know, as you say, numerology and numbers, but it makes an effect on our physical self. Everything is connected, so it does have an impact. So already the first day of June, I felt this shift, and I felt this childlike wonder for exploration again. And you know, the month of June is actually, my secret is out now. This is my favorite month of the year, and everything really starts to reawaken in this time of the year. Also, the Gemini energy, which I was talking a lot about, is that constant communication, finding new connections, new things coming in, you know, so much information coming through. You're being reactivated. You're embracing the magic again. Everything feels wonderful and wondrous again. So this is that energy. You can see the reading that I did on my Facebook page. But, you know, the important thing is, looking at this heart on the rock when I'm telling this, it's like a heart-shaped shade. It's really beautiful. So when you connect to this energy, it happens in your own way. And what happens is, because we're already linked with those archetypes all the time, but we bring them more into our physical embodiment. This is what Ascension is. And when we became more empowered through the dragon energy, you know, and working with our soul magic and alchemy with fire energy, you know, we're feeling a lot of heat in our bodies. And now that purity wants to enter. The unicorns are pure grace. They're the highest frequency of purity that you can imagine. It is the highest vibrational energy of the forces. They, in that purity, become unicorns. And, you know, whenever they were mentioned, even in legends, it was like, wow, a unicorn. They were always considered so special and rare. You probably know the cartoon called The Last Unicorn. Yesterday I also watched something about, a documentary about the last dragon. Rocks falling from the cliffs. Scary. Not for me. So, there's this aspect now that we're embracing that it's very much in tune with that archetype inside of us. You know, a lot of people who felt maybe very challenged in their life, they felt a lot of burden, and they never found the space to really connect with that childlike innocence. And some of us, we always lived that way. And I know my friend, she's always like that. And, you know, this is the new energy which I call the stabilizers, those who are here to bring perfect balance and harmony. There are those of us who are bringing that raw potential and self-empowerment, and there's also those who are bringing that in the utmost purity. So when we walk our path of ascension, eventually we embrace all of those energies in ourselves. So these are all like reflections of what we can embody in our own body templates. So the unicorns now, this energy is bringing us that sense of purity and just this relief. A lot of us are feeling like this weight, you know, around finances and money and work and everything that we felt before, just like lifted off. And now the unicorns, you know, the symbol which I have with their horn, they go straight through your third eye. They bring that sense of clear vision. There's also a lot of memories. They're connected with the ancient times, like Lemuria, Atlantis, and you can get a lot of memories, you know, in this period. You can get a lot of nostalgic memories. It feels like walking down the memory lane. Also water, you know, that pure water, if you can find these spots. Spirit showed me today that as I was going to these spots in nature, because I work with these prime source creator beings and, you know, their activation of these vortices, places, I opened these gateways, and now I'm noticing that even more people are attracted to come here. Today I saw a bunch of hikers, you know, and they said, well, you're just a few minutes away from your destination. I said, I know, I live here. I visited this place so many times. I'm like, wow, you're so lucky, you're so blessed. We have to visit it from afar. And I'm thinking, you see, a lot of more people are being attracted now to these pure places. And when they come here, once they're activated, they receive a lot of that, you know, just those light encodings that are there in the physical place. Of course, they need to be ready to then do the work and embody all of that. But this is what's happening now. There's this walking down the memory lane, creating this beautiful life of nostalgia, but not in like living in the past, but using those pure childlike sense of innocence in the now, with your wisdom, with all the knowledge, with everything you've gained through your experiences, and then using it in a new way. And this is what this path is about. So I think we just gotta wrap it up. I want to make it a short video today because there's another hike I want to take. There's another 45 minutes of hiking, and then I want to do some sunbathing there. And I have my new white sunbathing suits, swimsuits, which again is that white energy. It's embracing, you know, the white light, also the white light of creation. You can also work with the imagining. I recorded this recently in one of the light activations, my personal light activations I offer to people who are guided towards them, and I had like amazing feedback about them. People just love them. And you can work with that white butterfly energy. You can imagine like it's when you're breathing your sacred breath, it keeps expanding in your lungs, and it's a white butterfly. And also the sacred doves of the Holy Spirit, of the Shekinah, you can work with that. I also was guided to kind of like form a triangle with the white butterfly hovering above your crown, and then two doves, each on one side, left and the right. And you can also work with that. And of course, what you're receiving yourself in your own meditative space and awareness. So take care. I hope you like this update. Embrace your unicorn, because the message that came forth today was friendship, and is this being hugging a unicorn. So we felt the first words were embrace your unicorn. And all you have to do is say, I embrace my unicorn. I'm one with my unicorn. I'm purity. I'm divine grace. And that's it. So take care until next time. So much love, wisdom, power, grace of the divine. Bye-bye. Now, Spirit also guided me to share this beautiful, sacred invitation and activation to be in the presence and communion with the holy Aurea and the white butterfly and the unicorns. They're also white. So we're just going to do a few tonings. You can do them with me. And what we will do is, we will invite the presence of Holy Spirit of all life, which is Shekinah. It's not a being, it's not a person. It's the sacred essence of all life in creation. It's the creation, and it's holy, and everything is sacred. As you know, there are teachings about the ancient religion, which is the goddess worship, the Wicca, the paganism, the embracing the creation aspect of life. And there were then those who were, only about the Father aspect of life and what the Jesus persona, what they made of it, represented. But in fact, it's both one. It's the Father and the Mother. It's the Spirit, and it's all life in creation. So when we walk in our ascension, we know this. And so we will now embrace and invite the holy presence of Shekinah. I was standing there in front of the waterfall before I came to this beautiful sacred spot, which is one of my utmost favorite destinations on the whole wide world. It is called, I think it's called Under the Heart, something like that, if I directly translate it. So you're in the heart of the mountains here, and yet you're safe. You're in this beautiful white sacred spot. Everything is white. There's still some snow. And we're just going to invite this presence of all life in creation, the beauty, the love of life. And like I said before, I stood in front of the waterfall, and it felt like the Shekinah just spoke through me, as that beautiful embracing of all life. And I was speaking so fast, and it was all about this space right here now, this sacred space where I am. It's home to many new birthings on the planet. It's one of the sacredest points, and it's just the emergence point of the new and the new earth. So we're gonna now just invite this presence, and we're gonna call in and invite and embrace the white light and the unicorns, and like I said, the white butterfly, which represents the white brotherhood of light as well, and the two doves of peace, the white doves, one on the left and one on the right. And we're then just going to do some tonings of Aurea. And you can just listen, or I can invite you to do this with me. I'm just going to do them as much as I'm guided. So let's begin. Of course, we're better to do this than in the heart of all mountains, in the sacred space of these beautiful Alps, and embracing the mineral aspect of life, which gives structure and form for all to be solid, and to embrace this physicality aspect and the beauty of it, and our human nature, and the ability to be as gods in a human form as we ascend, and embrace our true self in that matter. So I'm asking you how you felt after that. Check in with you, see how you felt, see the deep peace and the presence of, or how the toning moved through your body. And you can even do it in your own kind of sound frequency where it's appropriate for you. It's all good. I do it sometimes in higher tones, sometimes in lower as I'm guided. And just feel the majestic presence of beingness of all life and creation as one. And just feel whatever comes through at this time is perfect for you, and know that it is, and embrace the circle of trust that we're building together as the white brotherhood of light. So I hope you enjoy this, and remember, all life is sacred. My beloved ones, just feel this quiet. Just breathe this beauty in. Let it become you, because it is you. Just feel the magnificence of the mountains, of the Holy Spirit, of the purity of the unicorn self, of your dragon self, of all of yourselves in great love, wisdom, and power together as one, until you feel nothing but pure and utter divine love.